Hello. So we're gonna try something new today. I have a microphone. Hello. I've had this microphone for a while. I just never actually took the time to try it out. I was like, why not try it out today? For the last 2 days, I have been sketching and drafting what I want to do for this next creative project, and I figured that I would really love to paint something. I haven't painted something in quite a while, like a big project. So I'm thinking I want to do an oil painting series. I don't know if it's going to be like a self-portrait series, but I just know I want it to be focused on transformation. So yeah, it's going to be a transformation based oil painting series. So I'm excited to take you guys on a journey of how I like to plan for a painting, especially when it comes to a painting series. So usually I make a really long Google Doc of all my main ideas all summed up. So right here is basically my goal. So 4 paintings by mid-December to January-ish. Then the art mediums I'm interested in using, and then the main idea of the painting. So my main idea, I'm thinking, is going to be following the process of self-transformation, and I'm going to express it through 4 main stages or 4 main paintings. And these were just some ideas I was thinking about for the mood, and just like drafting the ideas of what each stage would be just like off the top of my mind. So yeah, just like to splurt out all the details that are important onto a Google Doc. So then once I get all of the main basic ideas, then I start like breaking them down more. So this is me going deeper into each step and into each painting, and kind of just finding like, what do I want the theme of each painting to be. So since this was just my brainstorming stage, I was just throwing out whatever was coming to me. So I kind of separated it into 4 stages. So into finding true divine self, recognizing one's full power and beauty, and that we are fully lovable. Doing the work to learn, embrace, and nurture this new emerging sense of self. And then learning to surrender and face your fears to unlock divine blessings. And as I thought longer and more about these definitions and journaled about it, I actually came up with a much more concise definition of them. So this was how I kind of summed it up. Enlightenment, surrender, elevation, trust. Enlightenment, surrender, elevation, and trust. And there's going to be more descriptions, and I'm going to redo these descriptions and all, but this is the main ideas. These are my main ideas that I am thinking of for the actual painting series. Yeah, that's how I plan my painting series. And then I made some quick notes about like YouTube or whatever, and just like figuring out like the shooting guide and how I want to do and how I want to go about creating this creative vlog if there's going to be like 4 paintings in it. And yeah, so that is how I like to plan my paintings, at least like brainstorm the main ideas. Now let's go on to actually sketching the ideas, which I'm very excited for. I just feel it within, just wanting to be birthed. So let's get to sketching. Okay, so here's how my sketches turned out. So I'm thinking this will be the first painting. This, as you can see, it's a face and there's two big eyes, and it's looking at these specks, which are going to be like really shiny sparkles. And then I kind of was just doodling and squiggling down here, but I might end up actually incorporating all these squiggles into the bottom part, so it kind of seems like the rest of down here is like darker, and then this is like lighting up the whole thing. So like I'm thinking deep shadows, like as if like this is the only source of light. And so far I'm thinking that the theme of this one will be where is it? Oh, I'm thinking enlightenment. Whenever I look at this, I just see enlightenment for real. Okay, so then number 2, this will be the second part of the series, as there's a little person right here laying on what looks like an island that's floating on an ocean, and they're just looks like they're laying in surrender, and there's these like clouds kind of all flowing into the person. So for this one, it would definitely be surrender. Yeah, definitely thinking surrender for sure. Okay, so for these two, the sketches turned out a bit smaller, but regardless, the idea is still there. So this will be the third painting. As you can see, it's a naked view of a person reaching up from behind. I'm very excited to draw this, but yes. And there's gonna be like, it's giving like magical girl, kind of like Sailor Moon type beat, where there's different colors and different patterns and stuff, and all like kind of encapsulating this girl or this femme person as they are lifting up into the sky. And for this one, the theme is giving elevation. Yeah, so it's giving elevation for sure, and just like rising up to the challenge and rising towards love. And then the last painting, number 4, is this person looking up with tears, with the sense of gratitude or wonder, and just looking up at all the possibilities. So I definitely want to do something like that. I'm thinking I'm gonna make the face very angelic, so big eyes, really cute face. I'm gonna make the tears probably sparkly, and I don't know if they're gonna have an afro or not, we'll see. But the theme of this one would be trust. Yeah, so just like them looking up in trust and wonder and gratitude. So I'm thinking this is going to be the transformation series altogether. Super excited, and I love the idea so far. So eee! So I'm about to head into this cafe to start basically sketching on these canvases. I've sketched in my sketchbook so far, but I have yet to actually sketch on a big thing like this. My sketchbook is maybe like this size, so it's like having to expand it will be an adventure. I have my little artist cap on, and I got a cute little outfit. I'm thinking maybe I'll sketch I'm trying to get through all of them, but if I don't get through all of them, then getting through at least one, I will feel sufficient. So let's do it. So something that I love to do is to make small notes while I'm sketching so that I can come back to it and apply it to the painting. And they're notes that don't usually make sense to others, but like make sense to me. And just in case I think of anything that I want to add when I add the actual paint, then I will add small notes. Okay, so here is my second painting. So hopefully you guys can see it. So there's a person laying here on an island, and then the rest of these are like clouds, and there's an ocean. I really love drawing clouds, so I'm excited to play around with the colors for this and make it really cute and vibey. So yeah, really excited for this one. So here's the third one. So for this third one, it's basically me naked reaching towards like this heart. Really proud of this butt. I've done this freehanded with no reference. I feel very proud of it. So we're just giving magical girl transformation with like different colors and different colored winds. So this one I'm not most excited, but I'm very excited. And then I still have to sketch the fourth one. But I'm really happy with how these three went, so I feel like it's gonna turn out really well. I haven't embarked on like an oil paint journey in so long, so I feel like there's a lot of potential behind this. I love how oil looks, I just like not used to using it. There's always this feeling of like childlike excitement whenever I enter a craft store, and I feel like it's something that a lot of artists feel, but it just feels like when you walk into the craft store, all these possibilities are opened up of things that you can do and create, and you can change your life by. So there tends to be this thing that happens every time I go to the art store. I end up wanting to walk away with things that I did not come here to buy. And so now I find myself in the same dilemma. So I'm in the aisle with all the canvases. Wait a second. I'm in the aisle with all the canvases, as you can see, and I ended up finding a watercolor canvas that is about 30 to 40, which is pretty big. I mean, like it's probably as wide as my arm, but it would be one of the biggest canvases I've ever painted on, at least with watercolor. I see a lot of potential for it, but it's not what I came for, and it's like about $18. So I don't know. I can see it being really fun, and doing like a for fun painting, just like abstract, see where it goes. But I don't know, I just didn't come here to spend $18, but I see a lot of potential for it. And it's like I already have like 4 paintings in mind that I was preparing to do. So I'm like, if I did buy this, I would use it sometime next year. The possibilities. I think I'm gonna go and get what I originally came here for, see how much that cost, and then come back and see if I want to buy this big canvas. However, it's been a dream of mine to paint on a big canvas for a long time, and watercolors are where I am most comfortable. So to come across a big watercolor canvas when I'm really stepping into painting is just like, what are you trying to say, God? Like, but yes, okay, I'm gonna come back. Let me take this cart. I'm gonna come back. Let me take this cart and go find what I came here for originally. It is currently December, and it's about to be the end of the first week of December, and I've been just finding that I've been having lower energy just from like the seasons changing. And something I've just been recognizing is like, the colder it is, the more you have to like find your energy in order to stay productive. Like, it's just all snow. Like it's just snow everywhere. So yeah, that's been a bit challenging, if I'm being honest. I originally imagined that I would have been able to be halfway through my first painting by this point. And in my mind, I was hoping to like finish a painting per week. And I had all these really cool ideas in mind for myself and these time marks. And it's the end of the first week, and I haven't even touched the painting. All I've done is really like sketched it. So yeah, that's the only thing about creativity, is that like you can have this built up plan for it and hope that it goes a certain way, and then once it's time, like you kind of just have to submit and surrender to the creativity. So that's been a challenge for sure, but I've just been coming to recognize that I've just been doing shadow work on why is it that I feel guilty that, or shameful even, that I am not going at the pace that I had hoped I would with this creative project. And I just came to recognize that I was just hearing the voices of others in my mind. Like realistically, I understand that creativity happens when it happens, and it doesn't have to be at a certain rate or at a certain pace or a certain level of productivity. And that's what makes creativity so great, is that it is such a free form of expression. And just coming to recognize that like not all these feelings of guilt are from me. Like in my brain, I feel guilty that I'm not making more money from my artwork, and that I'm not really putting in my 1000% to be super productive every day to make that happen. And just coming to recognize through long walks and prayer and meditation that I'm going exactly at the pace that I need to, and I am not behind. I'm going at the pace that I need to, and that feels really great to recognize. So I just wanted to put it out there for maybe anyone else that is a creative and is feeling kind of guilty that they're not going at the pace that they hoped that they would be going. But you're still doing something, and what's most important is that you're doing something each day. And it can be something super little. Even thinking about what you want to do and maybe writing that down or something, or concreting that thought that's a big step. And big things are just a bunch of little steps put together. So yeah, that's my TED Talk for today. It is hot. It's hot. I came out here to paint today, and I ended up just doing a bunch of other things that felt right to me. And I decided if I'm not gonna physically paint today, then I might as well talk about my paintings. This is going to be the first painting of a painting series that I'm going to start. And I technically have already drawn one of the paintings from the series, but it's the series is talking about a process, and so this painting right here basically talks about stage 1 of that process, so that's why I'm going to call this the first painting. But it's not because it's the first painting that I've started for the series, it's just because it's stage 1 of the process that I'm touching on. But for this painting, my goal is to encapsulate the feeling of recognizing that there's more, and feeling like you are in a situation that you wouldn't necessarily dream to be in, and coming to that moment, that realization, like wow, I can dream bigger, and it can be realistic. And just that there's that first initial just of the mind where you realize, wow, I actually can be living better than this. Like, I don't have to be this isn't permanent. Like, I have the ability to change this, and this could be something bigger. Like, there's just a lot of elevation that I want to touch on. And oh wow, the sun like keeps moving. I was just fine. Now it's like, okay, well, hopefully, this is kind of dark though. 1 second. The sun keeps moving, so I'm just gonna keep it like this for now. Ooh. For the painting, I wanted to touch on a series, and the process that I want to focus on is recognizing limitlessness, stepping into limitlessness. One could say that's kind of like stepping into the process of manifestation and realizing that like the universe is your oyster. But there's also like, I'm still figuring out what exactly I would like to call it and what exactly the name of the series will be, but I know that it's basically touching on recognizing that life is limitless, and that you can build your own reality, and that you genuinely have the powers to form your own reality. And yeah, just wanted to touch on that process, because that's a process that's been really big for me lately, that I've been really trying to focus on, and just been really trying to give my all to, for real. So I am excited to paint out the series, and this is actually a series I've been wanting to paint since the fall, and I just haven't gotten to it. So I'm really happy to finally start taking the series seriously. That rhymed, seriously. Anyhow, so for this painting right here, I didn't really know what color scheme I wanted to use at first, but I decided to go about it more intuitively, as I typically do. And I was just really guided to like purples and like bruisey colors, if that makes sense. And just colors that are more of like, they're not some completely depressing, but they are, I wouldn't go as far as to say like, oh, these are happy colors all together. And I really like that, and so I'm really thinking I'm gonna add a lot more to the face. There's a lot more that needs to be added, but I'm really happy with how it's turning out. It's been so beautiful getting back into painting, and something I've been recognizing is that a lot of the time I was preparing to paint as this really big thing, and lately I've just been doing it casually. Like, I'll just go to the park and I'll bring all my paint stuff, and I'll be like, you know what, just play, just put some stuff on there, versus like having to do this really big preparatory, get my mind into a mental space to start a new masterpiece type of mindset. And I'm just really happy that I've been, oh, a butterfly. I'm really happy that I've been able to just start taking creativity more casually. I feel like because I really like to put my all into my creativity, sometimes I might go long periods without creating things because I feel like I need to prepare to create this or that or whatever. So I'm just happy that I'm just painting, I'm creating anyway. and it feels good. It feels good. I love the frequency I enter into, and I am able to just create and just find a way to create something each and every day. So I'm excited to challenge myself. Something I love about paintings is that whenever I'm painting, I feel like I learn something new every painting, or I learn a new lesson or something. Especially because painting is so meditative. It's like, yeah, I'm thinking about things and how I want things to look, but I'm also just thinking about life a lot and just meditating on it. And I always just learn something new, or I learn to release something, or I learn to add something to my mentality. And I'm just really excited to see what this painting teaches me and how I feel after this painting, but also after, how will I feel once I finish the painting series? How will I feel looking at like, who is she gonna be when I finish this painting? Ugh, so many questions. Yeah, but I am looking forward to where creativity will mentally lead me and what stepping deeper into this creativity will look like. But okay, I think that's all that I wanted to say. I'm excited for where this channel is gonna go. I have a plethora of creative ideas that I want to do, and I just feel like I have so much to express. And a lot of ideas I just feel like y'all are gonna like. Actually, I don't really care if y'all like it. There's a lot of ideas I have that I want to express that I think are gonna be so cool. A lot of creative vlogs, a lot of just capturing the creative process, I think, is what I'm looking forward to the most. So, okay, talk to y'all later. Your salami.
Yeah, I bought salami today at Costco. I don't know where it went.
There's just mystery salami somewhere?
Somewhere, fuck. I'm upset because then
Is it in the car?
It should be. I remember taking it in.
Mystery salami, man. Did you put it in the freezer? You found the salami? Where was she hiding?
It was in the, like, I don't know what you want to call it. The veggie drawer.
It's my butt. I decided to come to the library today to focus on finishing some of these paintings. Let me honestly show you guys what I have so far. Let me find a good place to put this. Oh no. Okay, cool. So let me show you guys what I have so far. So far, I have her. Hopefully you can see it. I think this is going to be this is going to be the starting one of the series. My goal today is to finish like this background right here, and also just start using some markers and adding details and use maybe some pens. I just really want to like make it pop and everything. So my goal is to finish this today. And then what I've been working on, my sexy little thing, I think I'm finished with this one. I I really like how this one came out. I like the colors a lot. I'm not really sure how I feel about, like, I don't know if y'all could see it, but there's like certain pen details in this yellow part that I'm not the biggest fan of. So I just want to like play with it a little bit. But I also don't want to do too much to it. I want to make sure that it's looking exactly, it's just, I want to make sure there's still like a free flow to it. I just don't want it to be too cluttered. So I'm gonna go in and just play with the detail work for this and just see what I can do with her. This one's been really fun to do. I was just working on it last night and I'm excited to finish it. But my goal is to finish her today and to finish this one today as well. And then hopefully if I have enough time, then this one is, it's hard to see. It's only a sketch right now. It's just a sketch so far, but basically the sketch, I want it to be a different size. So I'm gonna try, let me just show in comparison. I'm basically just trying to make it bigger. Like take this small sketch and then like put it onto something bigger and play with different sizes for the series as well. So that's what I'm thinking so far. I'm really excited to see how this series comes out. I'm trying to show it at a really beautiful event called Cyclical Ceremonies. So it's going to happen like in maybe 2 weeks. So I'm really trying to get going with it and just like let the creativity flow. So I just really like the feeling of knowing that I'm creating something every day. Like that's just really exciting to me. And I haven't felt this creative energy in quite a while. I haven't really felt like this fire in a bit. And I'm really glad to know that I was willing to kind of not go dormant, but just like chill for a bit to like really assess what I want my vibes to be now. And I can just see my style like a little more clearly now. It just has this really playful, colorful, vibey, trippy, angelic-y essence to it, and this like it's glittery pop. I don't know how to explain it, but I really like seeing it so clearly right now. Yeah, but all right, I believe I probably should head out before people get the private rooms. Oh, so when I go to the library usually I like to go to the private rooms because I can set everything up, I can play music softly, like it's just like a little private studio. But you can only get them for so many hours, and a lot of people like to get them before they're booked. So let me just skip that real quick and I'll see y'all later. I'm excited to finish this. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some yellow, I'm gonna take some red, some blue, and I'm just gonna mix all those three primary colors together. And it's gonna make like a brownish purplish. Then I'm gonna take that mixture and I'm gonna take some blue and I'm gonna mix them together like 50-50. And that is how I make a dark blue out of primary colors. I feel like painting physically feels good to do, like the stroke, like So I feel pretty much done painting this and painting that one as well. So I'm just gonna let them dry and then I'm gonna do some more detailed work. I really like how this one came out and how I was able to touch some things up compared to what it was looking like when I first walked in here. And for this one, I want to figure out some more of the more detail work for like this little yellow line. I just want there to be more. I want it to be more cohesive and make a little more sense to me. So yes, those two are, I can definitely finish those before I leave. I'm currently working on my painting at the moment, and I just wanted to capture how I would describe the feeling of actively creating. And for me, the feeling of creating feels like, it feels fresh, rejuvenating, like, but it also feels like I'm releasing, expressing, relieving relieving something that needs to be relieved. Like, kind of like, not like having to pee, but like in a way where it's like, oh, I need to release this creativity. But it also feels like fun and playful, and like, it just feels like I can tell I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I'm doing what I was created to do. It feels right. It feels like, oh, I know. I feel kind of like at home, like, oh, I know. Like, there's clarity, there's certainty, there's not certainty, but I don't really know exactly where I want this to go completely, but there's certainty in the fact that I know that I can do it, and I know that I have the tools to be able to do it. So that's the best way I would be able to describe it right now. And it's fun because it's like, I can add as much as I want or as little as I want. And it just feels like I'm problem solving to get to achieve a feeling of completion. Because I typically know when a painting is complete for the most part. And it's fun to like see, like, okay, let me doodle. Okay, is it done? No, I see something else. Let me doodle more. Oh, is it done? Like, and I enjoy that process. But that's the best way I would be able to describe how creating right now in this moment feels. And I'm just so grateful to like be here, to have found my creativity again, or like to be able to want to create again. Because for a while I was just like, I just could not find it in me to create. I didn't know what was going on. Creating was just difficult. So right now I'm just, I guess, enjoying the flow. It's really fun. But okay, let me get back to focusing. Basically, I'm gonna make a nice little sunset on here, And I'm trying to figure out what colors I want for the sunset. So I'm thinking I'm going to start with pink because I've been feeling pink, as you can see. To get pink, first you start with a little bit of red. And that's actually a lot of red. Let me scoop that over. Okay. And then you're going to get a bunch of white. To mix a little bit of red and then mostly white. And then you get a nice pinky color. I want to go for more of a peach, so I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. And I'm just going to add a little more white because I want mine to be more of a bright peach than a dark peach. And so this is what I'm going to use as some of the start to my sunset, and then we'll see where it goes. I'm just going to wing it. I think I'm going for something more like this. Totally forgot this. I wrote like a little note right here to myself and I totally was about to paint over it. So let me go erase that before I make a mistake. Let me see if I can show y'all. Oh. So yeah, I wrote a little note to myself right here. So I'm about to go erase it before I paint over it. Then it's like impossible to erase. So yeah. taking this sketch that I had from high school, took a photo of it, and then uploaded it to this app on my iPad, and boom, you can see it. So then I have hooked this iPad up to this lovely projector, which is now projecting it, oops, onto the canvas. And this will let me be able to draw on top of it so that I can just start painting as soon as possible.